Every now and then comes a piece of gear that disrupts, my friends, and that today is the Kaoss Replay by Korg. Okay, this definitely caught me by surprise. When I saw this, I was like, whoa, okay. I immediately knew it wasn't from Roland. Like, I knew I wasn't looking at an SP-404 MK3 or anything like that, because it's definitely different than the SP-404, but you can tell they definitely got some inspiration from the 404. I used to have a Kaoss pad years ago, and it's an awesome piece of device. So I'm really excited to see what updates they're bringing to this new Kaoss Replay, which looks amazing, by the way. So let's take a look at this together because, yeah, I'm definitely hyped about this. So it's the XY pad effect, so kind of like the one you get on the MPC. And I was thinking that it was going to be like just the pad, but it actually has a screen. Like there's more going on here than just the pad. On the original one, it was just the pad. And it was a different material, like it wasn't a screen. It was really weird material, but it was a really cool device. And looping on it was actually possible, which is not something you can do on the SP-404 currently. Also, something really big that people don't really talk about is that on the new SP-404 MKII, you can only have 16 minutes of a sample per slot. So that is a huge deal when coming from an OG SP-404 because you can have like, I don't know how long a slot, but I have like sets that are like an hour and 30 minutes on one pad. Not everybody's workflow is the same. That's for people that really have a lot of music. I have so much music that I'm just like ready to perform wherever, right? Ambient tracks, SP-404 tracks. So being able to like have a device that I can load all my tracks in and perform them, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, right? And also being able to loop into the device, create songs on the actual device, because that's my biggest gripe with the 404. Like, I've been using the 404 for years now, and I mainly use it as an effects processor. Really, that's only I use it as now, and maybe just playing drums every now and then. But writing actual music on the 404 is a pain in the butt. The sequencer is just not my style. When you compare it to other devices like the MPC or anything else, like composition-wise, linear composition, it's not where it shines. So this has caught my attention. So let's keep on reading. Yes, it looks like a 404. We have 16 pads. We have a giant screen, kind of like on the MPC. I feel like this is the format that if Akai were to give us an MPC Mini, this would make sense, like this kind of format. But this is actually bigger than the SP, so if we go a little further and we look at the pictures, it looks bigger than the SP. It looks like about an inch wider at the bottom. It doesn't look like a small-ish portable device. It looks more like a DJ-sized device, but it's still, that's dope. It's still a dope-looking device. I am curious why they went with the RC. I guess they really are pushing that like DJ, you know, like this is for DJs, but why RCA? Like, I was really hoping for a 1/4 inch, like why are we going backwards here? Also, it's not battery powered, so yeah, it is USB-C powered though. It's also an interface, so you know, it's kind of on par with the SP because in reality, I don't really put batteries in my SP like that because they are like AA's. And it doesn't have a built-in speaker, so having batteries on something without a built-in speaker, I mean, now you have your headphones, so unless, you know, it's like, it's always extra. So I don't think it's a deal breaker that it's not battery powered for this device. You know, I'm so glad they brought USB-C. And also like, yo, take a look at this, like just all these buttons, all of this stuff going on this device, because there's definitely a lot going on here. So Kaoss Replay, it's a sampler, it's a playback device. What else is it? A performance tool, right? Because that's the main thing that you're going to be over here like with your finger. I think the interaction itself with the device is going to be a lot of fun because just having that Kaoss pad and, you know, messing with your filter that way, it's just way more fun than knobs most of the time. It also has knobs, so I'm wondering like how those are going to interact. Nah, I take that back. The knobs are just volume input, effects depth, monitor main out. They look just like data entry and volume stuff. So it's not like this people are going to be like knob twisting and doing all that fun stuff. All the effects stuff is going to happen on screen. It looks like we have 8 pads. We have a hot cube button, Kaoss pads, touch and hold, pad motion, sampling. So I'm glad that it looks like it's very button combination pressy. Like not even combination. It looks like everything is already there. So you're not going to have to go into the menu and be like, I want to sample, I want to perform. Like everything's going to be there. So that's dope. Quantized sync, variable pitch. I read that it's going to be easy to play melodic samples on this. We'll see like how easy, right? Once it gets you, because you already know. Mute, gate, and I'm not sure how I feel about these volume sliders and headphone slider being right there. Like, it seems like a little dangerous right there. but I like that it's a slider. Kind of fun when performing, right? We have the power button right on the corner. For some reason, that's a little weird placement for the power button. Looks like you could probably change the pad colors, have them set to whatever. But what really caught my attention with this was the fact that you can load like long sets, because again, you can't do that on the 404. That's why I still use my SX, because I can do that on my SX. So I'll run my SX into my MK2, and then that has the USB. That goes into my computer, right? So that would kind of cancel out, you know, my two SPs into one. Like, this is like one of the only devices that has me considering like, could this replace my 404? Because there has not been anything like that yet. So I'm excited to see like what Korg has done to the Kaoss pad, because it has been years since the original Kaoss pad. This many. And I think that's actually dope, because I hate it when companies are like rushing out MK1, MK2, MK3 and like barely working on anything. I'm not going to mention any names, but you already know. I see here it says stretch sync, so you know, that's also a thing. And yeah, here's the picture I was telling you guys about, where it's like not just a Kaoss pad. Like, it looks like there might be a lot going on screen here, but you know, I guess we'll find out like how intuitive it is, because that is a problem with devices that have like a huge screen. The UI better be like on point, and the interface better be on point, because you don't want to just be looking at a bunch of words and a bunch of scrambled little numbers on a screen. Like, no. Looks like chopping samples is going to be easy on this, so yeah, I'm definitely excited about this, yo. And again, I try not to get excited about gear, you already know. Even though we did try out a lot of gear in this studio apartment room. So what do you guys think? Were you expecting this new device? I definitely wasn't. This definitely caught me by surprise. I'm still waiting for the MKII MPC Mini. Like, when is that gonna happen? But maybe Korg just gave us the answer to that. But no, I do want to see an MPC Mini though, like battery powered, smaller than this, because this is bigger than the SP. So yeah, let's see what Kai gives us next. Stay fly, catch you in the next one.
Brought to you by DistroKid. One of the best parts of joining DistroKid is being able to take advantage of all of the ways you can promote yourself as an artist. If you head to the Goodies tab and click Promote Yourself, you will find plenty of creative ways to promote your next release, grow your fan base with Hyperfollow or through the new social phone, and even join Upstream, which is a new service for artists who are interested in record label opportunities. If you're planning on signing up, don't forget to use the code below and save 7%.